Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Janken Pomme. And today we are doing something I have been wanting to do for a long time. Today is gonna be a short streams, if I can say, so we can keep the information really concise within the topic of today. Today, I want to talk and analyze Achan from Hololive. That's right. And before we actually do tackle another topic, just saying a little hi to chat. I see Hakobo is here. Hello, as usual. Thank you for being here. And yeah, basically, I'm just gonna go over my little analysis, and I will read comments on the topic, and then we can have a kind of free talk on our favorite Hololive support staff, Yuujin A, friend A, Achan. All right. So yeah, before we go, I just want to let you know as to why we're doing this, and maybe it could be a series. So basically, to talk a little bit about me here, I've realized from a long time now that I have a admiration for people that are considered, how can I say it, like the underdog, the people behind the scene, the people that support the main character, the people, the characters that have this role of a support persona, right? I've always admired these characters because without these people or character, the main characters would never be as strong as they are. And to be honest, I think we don't talk enough about underdogs and people in the shadows. And I just find it super interesting. And to be honest, I've always seen myself kind of a underdog / support character. I've always been interested in, as you know, quality assurance. I want to make things that other makes better. I want to teach other. I've taught English and I loved it. I want to see people grow. Same thing like within my teams and my role in leadership. I really want to see people grow, right? I find a lot of pleasure and a lot of satisfaction doing this. And I just feel like Achan has a lot of, how can I say, documentation that you can find. But I wanted to have my take on the topic. Because to me, Achan might be, if I had to do ranking, the second Hololive persona to inspire me the most. And you can already guess who's the first. She's also a blue girl. Alright, so let's get down. I brought, once again, the projector. Yes, that's right. The projector is back. It's been a while. Projector-kun, hello. Yeah, we're going to use the projector today. And, yeah. So if you have any comments about the topic, of course, just let me know as I go through what I wanted to chat about today. Let's have a very free conversation here, even if I know this should be more of a video kind of type. But I wanted to do a live stream about it because I do like having live comments on when I do these kind of analysis. Anyway, so today, right, we are talking about Achan. There she is. We're talking about Achan, and I really like the title that I gave to my video today, The Idol Behind the Curtain, because I do feel that it is fitting of her. I feel that there's a lot of people that liked Achan as a talent, right? They really cheer on her, and they really like, I don't know, they like her voice, they like how she act, just her casual look that, like, you know, very normal. But where did that all came from? right? How did we went from like having someone who's a staff member at being now someone who has a presence as a content creator in a way? Well, if we go back to the beginning, it all came from when she was only a drawing from Sora, right? If you're not aware, Achan used to be called always Yuujin A back in the days, comes from basically as a support for Sora 5 years ago, or almost 6 now. And it was, how can I say, she was really in the shadows, especially back then. I did a bit of research, and she would definitely say things like, no, don't talk about me. Like, don't make this about me. Like, it's about you. I'm here to support you. And she would have been like kind of the person that really study how going from nothing to become something, right? She's really the person at the beginning when it was hard and they had like a dream, the person who would do the research, the person behind Sora. Like, maybe back then she was more like a quote manager, which she is not currently, as she said many times, but she would basically carry Sora through like their beginnings, right? And I think that what happened most probably is how she just became more and more of a Hololive support, right, for everyone. And I legitimately think that Achan is a content director. She knows about everyone. She knows about everyone, all the talents of Hololive Production. If you listen to her and when she talks to another talent, she will know tidbits of their quote lore, the streaming lore in a sense. She is, in a way, the ultimate fan, but also the ultimate support staff, because she elevate the content by, like, how can I say, kind of supporting the talents with their own activities, right? And she will really bring out like this kind of things. And she, just a bit like myself sometimes, the way I see myself, she just want the girls and the boys to shine, right? Even if she has a lot of presence now within the Hololive contents, like especially on the Hololive channel. And it's just insane how much her presence, like from basically being a doodle, has become like some sort of personality just through the tidbits of 5 years of being like within with Hololive, right? I don't have it today, but there's also some clip you can find online where she had like a very simple 3D that doesn't really look like she does right now, but a little bit, you know. The idea is there. And what I find really admirable from Achan is just like she always have this presence that do not want to be the main focus. And this is very humble. And there was so many jokes within hologra or whatever kind of a medium where she's depicted as someone who is overworked. Now it's better, but especially at the beginning, she would work. We don't know exactly why she would be that overworked, right? But I think she's the one who would do the research. She's the one who would like try to find a way to like pierce the market. She's just like any indie content creator when we like sit down and we're like, how can I make this like boom? And at the same time, she would support everyone. There was one scene that I will always remember, and we've talked about it when I did my content about Suisei on how I became an Oshiomi, is how basically, if Suise is still here, it's because of Achan. Because as a support staff, she's able like to help the girls, right? And there was this segment where Suise, she was becoming very, very unmotivated, and she needed to talk to someone, and Achan made things happen. From basically what Suise said, she made things happen. So she's kind of the person in the shadow that makes sure that like everyone has everything they need, and she just an enabler. Oh, I love that word. You will hear me say this word often. She's really is an enabler. She make things happen. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the events, a lot of the hologra, everything that is like the image of Hololive, she has a big take on it. And furthermore, everyone is very comfortable with her around. Yeah, exactly. She's just the perfect staff. The perfect support. And I say that, and I feel like I'm being a fanboy. I'm being a fanboy of Achan. I think it's insane how the length of how she is really into making this successful. It's just admirable, right? And just for example, let's talk about Achan's English, right? And for that, I'm just gonna switch over real quick to another scene that I have. Right. This is the website in English, yes, because I'm fairly sure, all right, that the English venue, like when it started, almost like what, at least 2 years ago, if not almost 3 now, Achan had a big role in it, because she definitely is pushing the envelope. And I wish I would have had like a picture of it, but I don't. But all I will say is I have a theory, all right? We're entering the speculation here. So, Achan told us that she was good at English when she was young. And, of course, as all Japanese, like, you know, they learn it at school, but then lose it at the moment that they get out of school, right? But she was still good when she was younger. And basically, when Holomit came around, from what she told us, she decided that English would be part of her role in the company, and also I think for herself. I think she's just interested in English, right? And then everything came as English support. Like, for example, here we have the website of friend Achan in English, right? And the reason I have this will be just for a little bit after my theory here. And we all know when console came out, how there was this Omega thing, right? Well, my theory on the matter. Omega was meant to be just like Achan, kind of a support staff, right? That's how they kind of described it to us at the beginning. It never came to be because I think they've realized that they already have Achan, that is already the face of Hololive Production, right? And I think what might have happened is that instead of separating a new entity into that, I believe, and that again, this is speculation, right? I think that Achan just became the face for English and Japanese Hololive Production, and basically rendering Omega as probably not very useful for them, right? Maybe kind of a tidbit kind of things now. Kind of joke. It's just a running joke. Sometimes Omega makes a post, then people lose their mind. But I think that would make the most sense of it. I think they wanted maybe to have kind of this image for English, but then why do that when you have Achan that is by herself already a very, very established character? And maybe they realize how English people, English fans love Achan, okay? English fans freaking love Achan for her dedication, the fact that like she tries to speak English with us and to the talents, and she pushes herself for it, and she's just like becoming like such a staple that you don't really need to create a new persona, and then you need to hype it and everything. And then as we see in this clip, and I'm gonna read it just for the sake of it. Hello, I'm friend A, a Hololive staff member, the Hololive agency first ever support staff member, as we said already. Always has too much on her plate due to the quirky idols and the massive amount of work she deals with, and she takes in stride as she's truly happy about the agency and its idol growth. Again, I said it right, it's about growth. Oh, hello Azu, hello, ohayo. And then, together with Harusaki Nodoka, a newbie employee, she aims to make Hololive the top idol agency in the world and to be free of overtime forever, right? So they had Nodoka, which is also a new character, right? And I think all of the lore and the tidbit and the image, the brand, right? A brand manager. I think I also see Achan as a brand manager, right? I think Nodoka was planned like to free Achan of like all this overweight that she has, right? And I think that instead of going with the Omega kind of route, I think that Nodoka can help probably on the JP side, since her English is not as good as Achan, but she also tries a little bit. From what we've heard. And basically, Achan just kind of became like a staff for the Ian branch. Like what we learned like the other day, I think that Achan and Bei went on a trip together, right? She's really looking forward to strengthen those bonds with the Oloian member too. So, man, what can I say? I am a fan of Achan. I think that having this devotion is so admirable. Like, how can I say? Like, every talent want to shine on them for themselves or for their gen or any kind of relation they have with other talents. But I don't know. To me, like, I can listen to Achan every day, and like it's just as entertaining to me as any other talent. So yeah, so the idol behind the curtain for sure. And I'm gonna be shilling a little bit. It's kind of funny, right? Kind of almost sounds like I'm making this just to shill on Achan. But all right, I'll be honest. Like the moment that they enabled the membership for the Hololive channels, I jump on that like a madman, because most of their stream are in member, and most of their stream is done by Achan, and it's just more content. I think that now that the staff is probably more established than they were at the beginning, she probably has more time to establish herself like as a content creator, and at the same time as an enabler and as a promoter, right, of Hololive. A little bit like when I'm shilling like right now. And you know what? It is so worth it. And I'm gonna make here. I'm gonna make here a little statement on how I think she's amazing. She did in the membership a English only Zatsu, right? And I've actually listened to it in entirety yesterday because I really wanted to listen to it. And she did it entirely in English. Is it the most perfect English ever? No. But as someone who used to teach English, I was just like completely mesmerized by how much strength that even without like having a fluent English, she would go and do that for practice, right? She said it during that stream that one of the reasons she does it is also for practicing. And it's so unbearable. Like I feel that like even on the talent side, the amount of like, how can I say it? I don't want to dismiss anyone, but I feel like Achan is like trying so hard for the whole of Hololive Production, right? Like everything she does is to support Hololive and also like to grow. And to me, I don't know, it's just like it's so admirable. And if you ever go and become like a member of, I just noticed something. There we go. And if you do become a member of the Hololive channel, she does a lot of video, not all in English, but this one was really, really great since she answered a lot of questions since it's a Q&A. And she, yeah, basically she told the fan many things about her, how like there was hardship, of course, like in the beginning, like when you're a startup company, right? Hololive 5 years ago was literally a startup company, and through like probably her effort and also everyone's effort, they managed like to pierce the market and now becoming like almost like the staple of this type of content creation. And I think there's something with the branding of Hololive that many others like don't quite are able to get. She was saying like how Hololive is worldwide, and I think they believe it. And I think that the way that they do their content really shows how much like they are worldwide. They are Japanese, but they always have in mind, like in the back of their head, that they are worldwide. It's not like, how can I say, other companies where you feel really that like it's more content like geared toward a certain audience. But I really feel that with Hololive and Achan's effort, most probably, they really managed to build this image of being worldwide. And I think Achan has a big role to play into that. And yeah, I highly recommend it. Like if you think that like Achan is really interesting, she's now making a lot of content in the Hololive channel, yeah, or very segmented for the region. Yeah, exactly, Hakubo. This is how I feel, at least, right? And I think the more we go forward, the more that they really want to, how can I say, we make a lot of jokes about idols, right? We make a lot of joke about idols, and it's kind of a running gag. I really think, like Axel mentioned about the other day, that it's more like the idea of like idol more than actual idol. It has nothing to do with the idol world per se. There's a lot of inspiration from it, but I really think that what they're building is really a brand. I think that with the effort of Achan, I think that something like Hololive has become the gamification of content creation, right? There are characters. You can pick your favorite characters. Like sometimes like they go on a quest together. Oh my god, I'm taking this so out of line. But when I watch HoloLive, I watch HoloLive in the same way I play a video game. I watch HoloLive the same way that I'm watching an anime. Like my time goes into that, right? And basically, I'm someone who've always loved like visual novel, who always love RPGs, always love like character building in like my video games and my anime. And basically, I think that what HoloLive has managed, maybe more than others, and is how like has become kind of a new media. And I think, and I'll say it again, that Achan has a big role into that, right? Because she's been there since the beginning, and she's been pushing with the rest of the HoloLive staff. I'm sure at the beginning there wasn't a lot, okay? The number one thing when you're a startup company is to give the impression that you're big when there's actually 4 people in the office. Good morning, Mr. Will. Good morning. HoloLive is the ultimate slide of life with every other jar and sprinkle into it. It has tournament arcs. Exactly, right? Exactly. When there are those big events, it's like an arc into like anime and that kind of stuff. So what I'm saying here is I really want to like take this time here and just to thank Achan for having like, how can I say, taken all this overwork and all this probably stress and hardship to really build this, that now like everyone can enjoy. And I think that going from there, what I want to take from this is that I want to myself also learn from that. I also want to learn from that. I want to learn from like being inspired. I want to be inspired by how she went ahead and like she learned English, probably for her job, also out of interest, but probably for her job. How so many hours were spent on just like research and probably understanding how to make things happen. I think this kind of persona are the most interesting, even if they're never in the spotlights. I really think that like Achan is, like I said, my second most loved persona within HoloLive, just because of how every time I'm listening to her, I'm so inspired by how like she's supporting everyone and how she's self-improving herself in the sake of everyone. I don't know about you, but to me, this is just like the ultimate support, the ultimate hidden main character, right? Because every time there's something great, there's always probably a team behind it or a person behind it. And I just think that for HoloLive, like Achan is that person. And wanted to make a little stream about it and a little analysis about the importance of Achan. And just so people, like, if they didn't know about Achan, they can go ahead and maybe check some of her own content and check like what she did. I think that every time she's involved in the content to hype it, it makes it so much better. And she did a lot on many occasions recently. So I really recommend, if you're new to HoloLive or if you are not already a fan as I am of Achan, to just go ahead and do that. Yeah, I didn't make a big like analysis per se, in the sense that like I really think that outside of maybe Yago which he is the CEO, which is probably more busy about like the money part and the partnership part and that kind of stuff. I think like more on the brand level, Achan is probably more involved than Yago himself. But yeah, be inspired, everyone. And if there's something I want to do as a content creator in the future, is to fly by my own and maybe, you know, becoming more of myself sometime when I do Hololive oriented content like today. I really feel like I am kind of borrowing like this inspiration. It doesn't invalidate it per se, but I really think that like with things like that, people should see them as a reason to be inspired and to move ahead. All right. Yeah. Oh man, that's just 30 minutes. Damn. So yeah, basically, that's me just making basically what should have been a video format into a stream. I hate editing. So here we are. Yeah. So that was what I wanted to talk about Achan for today. I really wanted to make this short. Maybe I didn't think it would be that short, but basically for Achan, that's it for what I wanted to talk about. This week, we're gonna do more chatting, probably more in a free form tomorrow, right? Where let's go back to the man cave. Yeah, maybe tomorrow more in a free form. Tonight I'm going to go see Mario, and yeah, short, plain, sweet, exactly like Achan. Don't know much about Hololive, but I'm getting more and more info from you talking about it. Yeah, that's it, exactly. I know like there's people from every kind of sphere that kind of found me, so I really want to like share what I love, right? They always say that you should talk and be passionate about what you love. That's what I'm doing. And just wanted to make this little segment here about that. So yeah. Should have prepared a bit more, but I gotta say, lately I've been conflicted between like I have so many things to prepare with the new model. By the way, the new model, everyone, we are so close to reach 150 likes on the Twitter post that I made, and I would really love to show you the video teaser. So like if you haven't shared, go ahead, share it or like it or whatever. We're missing like about 30 likes or something like that, which is nothing, which is like a fraction of what we needed at first, right? So go there and if you can help me with that, so I can help everyone else with this nice little video teaser. And yeah, so tomorrow more chatting, more of a free form. We're gonna more like having less of a solid topic and more like of a just chatting. I could have made this like within my just chatting when I think about it. It's okay. It's also another thing, right? We're learning about this, so that's what I wanted to do today. All right. I feel like people don't do this usually. They don't do like a 30-minute stream and then like call it a day. I'm exploring. All right, I'm exploring one step at a time. Yeah. All right. But today I'm gonna be busy because if we are to have the video teaser, I'm gonna have to work on that, and I'm gonna have to work on many other things that I've planned for the month of May, because it's gonna be May. It's gonna be May, yes. And yeah, otherwise I'm still very excited to be playing Idol Showdown when it comes out. I've seen Callie, who went on Twitter and said we're playing this on release day, and I'm like, Callie, you are really becoming a holo fan streamer. Like, she's really, really loving it lately, and I'm just like, I hope that like every time I talk about Holo games, that I'm making a small difference for people to be into those games, but also at the same time, you know, enjoy them with me. So yeah, Kelly has so much love for Fan Project. It's awesome. Any pits included in the teaser? No pits, especially no harm pits. Nah, no pits included in the teaser. The only pits that you have in the teaser will be probably the one that I have like in my face with my composition. Actually, in general, I feel like a lot of talents are noticing fan games a lot more. Yep, 100%. 100%. I can say that like fan game is really becoming something that they look out for, right? And because they've seen the success of some of them and how people actually enjoy watching them, right? It's always about confirmation. And I think Achan is a big enabler on that. It's about confirmation. You watch something most of the time to confirm the things that you like, especially you know, when you watch YouTube, you watch something to tell yourself that yep, that's right, that's the thing I like. Yep, I know about this. Yep, that's fun, isn't it? Yeah, I know, right? This is why people watch reaction. To just like, I liked it so much that I want to see someone else liking it, and then I can be like, just like me, for real. This meme is going really far. Just like me, for real. I think the reason is really because people are thinking that always. For real. Exactly, Ezra. Exactly. So it's just confirmation. So think about this. Holo fan games, they make even more sense. It's about the thing that you already like, that is Hololive, in a new form. So you can discover something that you already like in a new form. And then add a layer. You have the talents that you already like within Hololive. And then you have those games about them. And then they play the games about them, the things that you already like in, because you've played the game, and also you watch the talent, and then you get like mind blown. You just get, oh my god, it's all about Hololive. Or it's all about like the fan games that I like, right? It just makes sense. It's, to me, it's the smartest way to promote yourself. It's to seek those fan games because it's about you. It's you. So it's just confirmation. It's ultimate confirmation. Hololive is becoming a self-sustaining monster. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, the amount of content that is like going out from Hololive, it's just like, it's crazy. And when you think about this, a Holo fan game, it's free, right? Because they cannot make money out of this. But at the same time, it's exposure. And it's practice to make project. It's also like amazing to put on their resume. I made a game that then hundreds of thousands of people have played. People have streamed my game. That I'm not making a single cent for it. But hey, hi, I want to work at Square Enix, and I have this in my resume. Oh man, that looks sick. Yeah, right? Yeah. Anyway, we're going into another topic that we can save for tomorrow. Just chatting. So let's do that. For today, let's call it a day. Again, I will say, Achan, after Suisse, most probably my most inspiresome. Is that a word? the talent from Hololive that inspired me the most. If I could be a fraction of what Achan is, I would be very happy. But we're trying very hard to get there. All right. Enough happiness. That's the topic for today. Short stream, as we said. Once in a while, I like them. So, as usual, everyone, be great. And have a great day, alright? And I'll see you tomorrow, where we're gonna chat a little bit more in a free form. And until then, I'll see you around. Bye!